What is up, awesome people, and welcome back to my Pokemon X and Y tutorial series. Alrighty, so in the last episode I showed you guys how to get multiple heart scales using the usual compound eyes and thieving method I've been using now in the past couple of videos, and we did this on Lovedisk, who usually holds a heart scale 50% of the time. Now using compound eyes, it brought it up 75% of the time, which is basically 3 out of 4 Lovedisk will be holding heart scales. So we did 4 Lovedisk, got 3 heart scales out of those 4, which was fantastic, and it also showed you basically what the heart scales are used for, which is basically relearning moves on Pokemon. So I did explain that Pokemon like Medicham, Pokemon like Minun and Plusle, as well as Togekiss have moves that learn at level 1, however you need to use the heart scale through Move Relearner to be able to learn certain moves. So Minun and Plusle have Nasty Plot at level 1, you need heart scale to grab, and Medicham has the Elemental Punches, again heart scale for those moves, and finally Togekiss, who has some very interesting moves at level 1, which is Aura Sphere, Extreme Speed, Air Slash, and a few other moves, again you need a heart scale for. So in this episode I'm going to be showing how to get multiple Everstones. Now there's only one Everstone that can be attained in-game, and that's through Geosend, which you talk to someone and they just give it to you. Now, I've heard various people say, oh my god, I've accidentally released a Pokemon while IV breeding holding the Everstones. So now I don't have an Everstone, where the hell do I get one? So this is basically to help those people who have accidentally got rid of their Everstone by accident. And however, if you're the other half of people who've accidentally released their Pokemon holding a Destinot, well, I'm sorry, there's not much I can do there because there's only one in-game and that's it. There's no Pokemon actually holding one. Before I go any further though, for those who want to know what the Everstone actually does and why it's so compulsory for IV breeding, is basically the Everstone, when given to a Pokemon that's breeding, it'll always pass on its Pokemon's nature. So for example, in the Light Ball tutorial, I bred a Pichu. I gave my Ditto, who had a jolly nature, which raises speed and lowers attack, the Everstone. Now the baby Pichu also had jolly nature because I gave that Ditto an Everstone. So the nature was basically passed onto the Pichu, which is very beneficial for breeding. So the Pikachu parent who bred the Pichu had obviously the Light Ball. Usually if you're IV breeding, that would have the Destinot, and then I gave the opposing Ditto, which had the nature I wanted, the Everstone. But basically I'll be covering all that very, very soon. That video is coming out very soon. I already have briefly covered it in the first part of my IV breeding guide, but I'll be giving the second part extremely soon, don't worry. I've been kicking and trying to get that done, and it's nearly done as it is, so it will come out, don't worry. So enough with dribbling, let's actually get this episode on the way. So as I said, we're getting Everstones. Alright, so there's 2 Pokemon in the wild that hold Everstone. Both stand a 5% chance of getting it. Now you can either go for Geodudes in Victory Road. There is a few other places where you can get Geodude, but I prefer Victory Road because you can use Sweet Scent and get a horde of Geodudes, which is much, much faster because you got 5 of them, and basically it's 7.5% chance each Geodude to get a Everstone if you've got Compound Eyes as your lead Pokemon. Now the other Pokemon holding Everstone is Roggenrola. It doesn't appear as much as Geodude. Horde Battle wise, it's still a little bit more uncommon than Geodude as well. Most common in Reflecting Cave, which is where you find Roggenrola, is Mime Jr. So really got to get past the Mime Jr. to find the Roggenrola hordes. So as far as thieving for Everstone, I would definitely recommend Geodude. So as I said, normally Everstone can be found at 5% chance without the Compound Eyes. With Compound Eyes, it raises it to 7.5. Still isn't the best chance for it, but it's still better than nothing. Alright, so I'm going to be Horde Battling for Geodude, because obviously there's 5 Geodudes there. It's going to raise the chance. So I'm just going to Sweet Scent there, and I should get a Geodude because it is the most common horde in Victory Road. So there we are, our first Horde Battle is a Geodude. Alright, so unfortunately Yama isn't the best matchup for this one, so basically my plan of attack here is just to let Yama die. So that did bugger all. So unfortunately Yama is going to go down to this Rock Blast, and ouch, that was a crit. It really did not matter. So Yama goes down, that's all fine. Compound Eyes is still working there in the background. Sometimes I actually do prefer a fainted ability user. So this Geodude's gonna make my life some pain by using magnitude. Oh wow, they didn't even do just under half. Oh god. Well, all theirs are dead. Oh, thank god for sturdy. Alright, so there's gonna be 2 Geodudes sticking around whilst all the others die. Right, so we're gonna use the next Pokemon, and I've got Staraptor as backup. So there's 2 Geodudes left that could have the Everstone. It's just a shame that first Geodude I thieved did not have Everstone on it. There would have been 2 Everstones I could have walked out with. Right, so I'm just going to thieve that one with 1 HP left on it. That's going to faint. Right, so no Everstone on that one. This Geodude is going to go for Smackdown. That didn't do too much at all. Smackdown really is not the best move I've seen at all. It's got a cool animation, but just damage-wise, it's definitely not worth it. Right, so that Geodude fainted, and none of those were holding the Everstone. Then again, I really did not get a chance to search those. That's just one problem with Geodude, they kill themselves. Right, so I'm just going to Sweet Scent again. Alright, so I got Licky Tongues. Yuck. Not what I wanted. So a whole horde of Licky Tongues just waving the tongue at me. Just waving it. Look at it, it's taunting me. As to say, ha 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 ha. We're gonna invade on your Geodude invasion. Right, run away. Lag. So laggy on Horde battles. Alright, so just gonna go into our party again. Select Combi, select the Sweet Scent ability, or Sweet Scent move. Alrighty, so hopefully no Licky Tongues, I want Geodudes. Alrighty, Geodudes. Right, so unfortunately Intimidate's the longest part of this. Just to show my main Thief-er is an Intimidator. It does really make this process a little bit longer. Right, so I'm going to thieve the middle Geodude. Let's see what I get. Wow, I didn't even have Sturdy. That's amazing. Right, so that Geodude just threw a measly little rock at me. This Geodude goes for Magnitude at level 5. That is not going to hurt me, but it will hurt its buddies. Well, sorry, that did monkey balls shit nothing to its buddies. Alright, Magnitude 7 for this Geodude. Alright, even then that did nothing. And as for this one, it goes for Rock Blast. That's going to put a little dent into the Staraptor's health. Right, so that hit for 3. Right, so thanks to those Magnitudes, that's actually stopped Sturdy, so that's great. As long as I keep using Rock Throw, Rock Blast, that'd be great. So that's another Geodude down, and I stole an Everstone. That's fantastic. So I can actually run from this battle now. Or they can use Magnitude and kill themselves. Whichever, I don't mind. Right, so 2 Smackdowns and 1 Rock Throw. That's all good, because bye-bye, I'm out of here, dude. Right, so thanks to that Geodude, I managed to get an Everstone out of that, so that was pretty good. Then again, I am working with more Pokemon than per usual than I have been showing in these other previous episodes. Right, so I'm probably just going to go for one more Horde Battle and see if I can get anything out of that. Alright, so this will be our last Horde Battle for this episode. Alright, so we've got more Geodudes. So out comes Staraptor again, and again the intimidating process. Yawn. Right, so we're just going to thief the middle one again because I'm just too lazy to press the other one. Alright, you're dead. Right, so no Everstone on that one. So so one Geodude goes for Smackdown, fell straight to the ground. Another one goes for Smackdown. I'm already on the ground. Magnitude 8, so this is going to hurt its buddies. It's not going to hurt me though. Right, so another Magnitude here, Magnitude 7. It's going to leave another dent on those other Geodude. That's right, it's weakened a few of them. Right, so I'm just going to thief the weakest one, which is the top right. Right, so that one's down. Right, so no Everstone again. I get a measly rock thrown at me. Another Smackdown. And another rock throw. Come on, dudes! Do a little bit more damage. Then again, please don't. Right, so I'm going to thief the top left one. Right, so another Geodude goes down. No Everstone yet again. So another rock throw on Staraptor. And an ouchie, Magnitude 7. That should not kill. Oh good, that brought it just underneath half. So I'm going to thief that one on the bottom left. Right, so that's another Geodude down. No Everstone again. Goes for the Smackdown. That did 8 damage. And I'm going to thief that very last Geodude. So that's the last Geodude down, and none of those had Everstone. That was kind of to be expected. But basically, as you can see, that's a very slow process of getting Everstone. It is kind of like thieving for Light Ball on Pikachu and for Lucky Egg on Chansey. They are measly little 5%ers. And as I said, you can do it on Rock and Roller in Reflecting Cave. But as I said, I do prefer thieving Geodude, as you can get him in more common hordes than the uncommon Horde in Reflecting Cave, plus the uncommon Rock and Roller as well. The common Horde in Reflecting Cave, of course, is Mine Junior, followed by Rock and Roller, followed by a Rare Horde, which contains 4 Rock and Rollers and a... oh my god, what is it called? Sugar, I've blanked on it. It's the really, really bulky rock thing. Great, well that's a good time to mind blank on it, but it's that really, really bulky fairy rock Pokemon. I can't think of its name at the moment, which is terrible, terrible, terrible indeed. But yeah, it's there. That's the Rare Horde for Reflecting Cave, whereas the most common Horde in Victory Road is Geodude and Lickitung, so you got a better chance of getting Everstone through Victory Road and Geodude. Alrighty, so that's it for this episode. I basically covered what the Everstone's used for mainly, as well as the stop evolution on Pokemon that need to evolve, as well as the breeding process. There really isn't anything else I need to say for Everstone, but the next episode, I probably will end up doing my IV breeding guide. I don't think I can slot any more episodes into it. It should be ready for that upload anyway. If not, I'll be doing another episode and I'll be apologising again. But hopefully it is the IV breeding guide part 2. So until then, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!